What's up, YouTube? Smells like Vin here, and got a couple announcements before I continue. A, this is gonna sound kind of weird, but for those of you who can't tell by my username, my name is Vincent. And when I used to really be into Nirvana, when I was like in 7th grade, I made this channel, and so Smells Like Teen Spirit, Smells Like Vin, whatever. You know, I'm not gonna give really more personal information about myself than that. My name is Vincent, so just so you guys know. And second thing, I have been asking some people for requests. So whenever I get in like a tight spot and I don't know what to review, I always have something to work with. And my next video most likely is gonna be Master of Puppets by Metallica. I'm not a Metallica fan, but if you remember in my thank you video, the Crunchy Media, I asked him if there was anything he wanted me to maybe review, and he said Master of Puppets, so I'll be giving that a listen, and I'll be reporting back to you guys what I think of that. And so let's get into the review. Today I'm gonna review Live After Death by Iron Maiden. Now, Iron Maiden is one of the most familiar bands in heavy metal. Always have, always will, you know, whatever. And in my opinion, they are best when they are live. And this album, I think, is a huge example of that. Live After Death was, Live After Death was recorded at Long Beach Arena in 1985 during the band's huge World Slavery Tour. In my opinion, this tour had the best set list, and the set list is as follows. Now, I might make some mistakes, so if you see me like reaching for my iPod, that's why, but I'm pretty sure I have it memorized. Goes intro, Aces High, 2 Minutes to Midnight, The Trooper, Revelations, Flight of Icarus, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, Power Slave, Number of the Beast, Hallowed Be Thy Name, Iron Maiden, Run to the Hills, and Running Free. If I made a mistake, I apologize. I don't think I did, but if I did, then I apologize. So, yeah, awesome set list. And the band puts on a damn good show, too. Every song they perform they don't really screw up a lot. They're not stripped down of energy. In fact, they have way more energy. It's awesome. And the solos are great. Everything, and that's, I think, with a live album, you really can't talk about flow and stuff like that. But with this album, you can, because the set list works. You get a lot of the punch is on the first half of the album with Aces High, 2 Minutes to Midnight, Trooper, and then you get kind of some of the more ominous, kind of low-key tracks like Rhyme of the Ancient Man, or that big drawn-out section, Hallowed Be Thy Name, stuff like that. So the flow is good. The flow is really good. What was the other thing? The production, top-notch, and that is what a live album needs. It needs good production, because if it doesn't have good production, it's like watching a video on YouTube, but you know what I mean, like with shitty audio and video quality. It's not fun. And obviously, that's the point of a live recording, to capture the band, you know, when they are, you know, so yeah. And the production's great. You hear Steve Harris's bass, the drums are up in front, everything is just perfect. Really, to be honest, my only real gripe about the album is, now before I say this, I can already hear all the Bruce Dickinson fanboys getting ready to type. Just hear me out. Bruce Dickinson's performance on this album is awesome. There's no denying it. He does a great job of performing songs from, you know, the albums, and it sounds just as good, and yeah, he sounds great. But sometimes and again, I'm not gonna hold this against the album because it's live. And like for example, in "Hallowed Be Thy Name," in the recording when he does the really long, drawn out note in the beginning, he doesn't do that live. Who cares? It's live. I'm totally sure it's difficult for him to do that. He's done it before, he just didn't do it here, not gonna hold that against it. But sometimes it feels like you're ready for it, you're ready for like that big drawn out note, and then it doesn't happen, you're like a little, you know what I mean, like you're kinda hesitant, but no big deal. Another thing is, some of the songs on this album kill the recorded versions, or not the recorded version, the studio versions rather, like Flight of Icarus, totally blows the Peace of Mind version out of the water. Revelations is way faster and more energetic. Ace is High, although I think that's Bruce's worst vocal performance on the album, because he can't hit certain notes, but it's definitely not bad. Hallowed Be Thy Name, yeah man, I mean, it is like right there as far as live and stage presence go. What else? I'm trying to think of what else I can say. I mean, it's just a really solid live effort. Oh, and another thing. One of the best album art of any album. Ever. If you remember in my Gish review by Smashing Pumpkins, I had a shirt of it, so that shows you how much I like it. So yeah, I'm just gonna wrap it up. This is an awesome live offering by Maiden. If you're trying to get into Iron Maiden, I actually wouldn't think this is a bad place to start. It has classic songs off of classic albums, and performed great. So, if you are a fan of Iron Maiden and you haven't heard this, pick it up. If you want to hear just good live heavy metal, pick it up. And yeah, so my next video is probably going to be Master of Puppets. I'm a little biased towards Metallica in a not so negative light, but I'll try to forget that and just listen to the album, going in, with an open mind, and give you guys a good review. So stay tuned. That's coming next, and thank you all for watching, subscribing, commenting. You guys are awesome. Please give feedback in the comment box, and I'll see you guys next time.